You how I finally got my sugar divorce, and I want to show you how you can get rid of that fat on your belly, on your hips, and your thighs, and even prevent diabetes like I did. So stick with me. I've helped over 200,000 people to lose weight and get healthy in over 75 hospitals and 100 major corporations such as Walt Disney World and Home Depot since 1990. And my unique, groundbreaking approach is not a diet. Did you know that most diets keep you overweight? And that when you eat foods that spike your blood sugar, your body holds on to fat and won't let it go? From my decades of research and working with thousands of people, I found that the majority of people simply just don't know that when they eat certain foods that seem healthy, they're actually full of chemicals that can be sending your body into fat-storing mode. When I started on my journey, like you, I didn't know that it's your subconscious thinking and your hidden thoughts about food that's the real source of the problem. That's what keeps you attached to Sweetie. The subconscious mind is a part of your mind that's on autopilot. So when you're getting dressed in the morning or driving in your car to a routine location, the subconscious part of your mind makes it easy. You don't have to think about every step along the way. The subconscious part of the mind is the part of your mind that drives your habits. So brushing your teeth every morning is a positive habit. But overeating, binging, snacking, and emotional eating are habits that are putting fat on your body and making you sick. And these habits can be broken. That's right. The good news is there's a way for you to reprogram your subconscious mind. In just a moment, I'm going to give you the secret to break that endless cycle of dieting so you can stop those nasty, self-defeating habits of overeating, binge eating, snacking, and emotional eating. And the best part is you can do it with no diets, no deprivation, no pills, no starving, no extensive exercising, and no other expensive gimmicks that frankly don't do anything but harm you further down the line. I've helped thousands of people all over the world just like you to get that final divorce from Sweetie, to lose weight and keep it off and live a healthier, happier life. My groundbreaking books have been published by Hay House and McGraw-Hill and my own show on PBS all over the U.S.
Some people who came to me for a sugar divorce and nutritional help only had 5 pounds to lose. But they were sick and tired of all the health problems associated with sugar and carb addiction. And many of my successful clients lost over 100 pounds, and they've kept it off for decades. If you've tried and failed at losing weight in the past, or if you're just addicted to sugar, then you know how awful and deflated that makes you feel. You are reading this right now with not only a heavy or uncomfortable weight on your body, but also on your mind. And I did too. The feelings of frustration and disappointment, they overran every other thought. My life soon became a horribly scary black hole of depression. It seemed like I would never get out of it. This affected not only me, but my relationships, my family, my work. Everywhere I turned, it was as if I was a big old ball of doom and gloom. Believe me when I tell you, I know what you're going through. I know how frustrating and depressing that can be. Believe me, I get it. But I use these methods to lose 25 pounds myself and keep it off for almost 30 years, even after having 2 children and all the hormone changes that you go through over the years. You know what I mean. That may not seem like a lot of weight, but I was miserable. The only way I kept my weight down was with excessive exercising, which left me exhausted. Back then, I was sick and tired most of the time. It wasn't only the weight gain. Sugar affected my mood, my energy, my self-esteem, my work, my mind, my clarity, and I was absolutely terrified of becoming diabetic and all the complications that come with that awful disease. I knew, based on my symptoms and family history, that diabetes was just around the corner. But the real wake-up call for me was when I ended up in the cardiac care unit for 3 weeks when I was only 26 years old. The chief of cardiology told me that I had the heart of an 80-year-old. At age 26, a permanent pacemaker was put into my heart. I was literally facing death. That's when my quest to find health began, and I'm so grateful that I found it. Since then, it's been my passion to share my unique and powerful method with others because I know it gets results. Why am I so passionate about my simple 2-step method to divorcing sugar, to getting healthy and burning that fat off immediately? Because I've seen time and time again that this method gets results. Meet Terry. When Terry came to me, he felt miserable. He couldn't button his jeans and he could barely walk up a flight of stairs without getting short of breath. Like many of my clients, Terry thought that the best way to lose weight was to stop eating carbs. Since that made Terry feel completely deprived, he always ended up gaining weight again. He was so uncomfortable and depressed, carrying around almost 100 pounds of extra fat. He was very skeptical when I told him that with my plan, there was no diet to follow. The only rule was eating the fat-burning foods I told him about. I also told him that would be easy because I would teach him how to retrain his brain to actually prefer healthy food. How are you going to do that? He asked skeptically. I told him that I would show him how his unconscious beliefs about food were controlling his life, and that I would give him a strategy to master his own mind so he could finally get that sugar divorce and be free. He thought he had all the answers, that he already knew how to lose weight. But since he tried everything, including counting calories and eliminating carbs, and nothing worked, he was willing to give it a shot. I gave him my easy 2-step sugar divorce and fat burning method, and when he left my office, he started losing weight immediately. He was so happy when he ended up losing a total of 90 pounds, and he's kept it off. After the first 65 pounds, he went on ABC TV's The List Show with me to share his great results with others. Terry feels fantastic now and can't believe all the delicious food he gets to eat on a daily basis. Meet Kathy. Kathy lost 120 pounds. When she came to me, Kathy had already tried every diet out there, but she was miserable and felt so ashamed of all the weight she had gained. Kathy couldn't fit into her clothes and she hated the way she looked. She was skeptical that anything would work, but she was desperate. Counting points, counting calories, even exercising. The weight always crept back on. Kathy was so surprised how easy it was to lose the weight once she started on my 2-step sugar divorce program. She lost all desire for sweets and toxic chemical-filled processed food, including diet foods that are filled with chemicals and wreak havoc on your blood sugar. Her sugar divorce was fast and final, and she started to crave healthier foods and eating only when she was physically hungry, without ever feeling like she was on a diet. Kathy's success was featured on The Doctor Show and Women's World magazine. Now meet Julie. Julie's weight had skyrocketed after she had her 2 children. She was so embarrassed. Sadly, Julie told me the story of how she refused to put on a bathing suit, even on vacation in Hawaii. It broke her heart to sit on the sidelines while everyone else snorkeled and had fun. Using my program, Julie lost 140 pounds and it was easy. She never even craved Sweetie and his entourage again. Actually, to this day, more than 10 years later, she prefers healthy food. She looks amazing. Julie and I were on CNN, Good Morning America, and Nightline after she lost 140 pounds with my Easy Willpower Sugar Divorce program. Meet Al and Marianne. This lovely couple used to bond with each other over food. Food was their joy, and eating together was one of their favorite activities. They loved pasta, pizza, sweets, desserts, and gourmet meals. Soon their weight was out of control, but they didn't want to give anything up. I reassured them and told them they weren't going to have to give up anything. When they divorced sugar together, they would actually enjoy food more than ever. I told them about all the delicious, healthy, unprocessed food they could eat and still lose weight. It was all about balancing the blood sugar and changing the subconscious mindset. I explained to Al and Marianne it was all about keeping the insulin hormone in a fat-burning zone. Together, they lost 260 pounds with my 2-step sugar divorce program, and they told me it was easy. The best part is they still enjoy all their delicious meals together. In fact, more than ever before, because now, not only do they get to enjoy the meal, but they get to enjoy their health, and their quality time together. When Gloria came to me, she told me that she already eats pretty healthfully, but she was fed up with her sugar addiction and her obsession with her weight. She told me that she felt completely out of control, sneaking carbs, and needing to exercise non-stop just to keep the pounds off. And worse, she was in physical pain. Gloria's a lawyer and she's smart. She said, "I know all the sugar I eat is causing inflammation and pain in my body." When I asked her to tell me what she ate in a typical day, she gave me a list of foods that were so-called healthy. Granola bars, packaged smoothies, diet salad dressing, crackers, low-calorie soft drinks, and prepackaged meals. She thought that because the label said healthy, all natural, or low calorie, that she was making good choices. Not really. The food and diet industry is not your friend. They'll use just about every manipulative gimmick to keep you hooked on your sweetie in any form, not just a candy bar. We looked at the ingredients of some of the foods she was eating together, and she was shocked when I pointed out to her that these so-called healthy foods were loaded with chemicals, filled with colors, preservatives, and man-made chemicals that her body didn't know what to do with. And when your body doesn't know what to do with the onslaught of toxins coming into it, it stores that food as fat. And your fat cells just keep growing and growing, which is why I so often hear people say to me, no matter what I do, I can't lose weight. Veronica, who lost 80 pounds with my sugar divorce program, was so happy to tell me that she's actually eating more food now than she used to eat. But because the food she's eating now is healthy and unprocessed, she's losing weight. She eats everything she loves, but just eats less. I'm actually enjoying food more now than ever before. With Rena's sugar divorce program, I love that there's no diet to follow. Now I just think about food in a new way. It's as if a reset button has been pushed in my brain, said Veronica. What Veronica loved best was how her coworkers were noticing a difference in her and asking her, "Did you lose weight?" She loved the positive attention. When she stopped counting calories and started following the sugar divorce method, the fat melted off her body and she was thrilled. So how can you eat more food and lose weight? It doesn't make sense. Veronica wanted an explanation. I explained to her that it's all about keeping your blood sugar steady. There are a few hormones that play a role in weight loss, but the most important one is insulin. When you eat sugar in any form, your body produces insulin. When you have too much insulin, it causes you to end up with low blood sugar. When you have too little insulin in your bloodstream, it gives you high blood sugar. Both situations keep you out of balance. Symptoms may be dizziness, being moody, irritable, ravenously hungry, indecisive, could be angry, weak, or tired. So you see that the foods you eat affect you mentally, physically, and emotionally. But the worst part is that insulin is a fat-storing hormone. So not only does the insulin make you hungrier, but it stores the food that you're eating as fat.
That's why it's so challenging to lose weight and keep it off when you're eating processed sugary foods. But the problem is the more you eat those kind of foods, the more you want them. And the cycle goes on and on. The only way to stop this fat-producing roller coaster, get that sugar divorce and lose weight permanently, is to change the way you think about yourself and food subconsciously and eat only fat-burning foods so that you keep your blood sugar steady and balanced in the zone. So many of my clients tell me that with my simple two-step process, they actually lose weight while they're enjoying all the delicious, healthy food they get to eat. How they do it? All they needed was a new mental movie in their minds, a new way of seeing themselves and speaking to themselves, sort of like reverse advertising. They were finally able to change our unconscious beliefs about food that were keeping them stuck. I wanted to share these amazing success stories with you because I know that you can have the exact same success that they did. Are you committed to losing that weight that's dragging you down? Can you muster up enough will to give losing weight and living your life healthy, happy, just one more chance? Even if it's losing 10 pounds so your clothes can fit better. come with me as I show you how my two-step sugar divorce can work for you. What if I told you that this powerful method doesn't even start with your mouth? No, it starts way before you even see that, sweetie. My method starts in your brain. Can you believe it's actually possible to retrain your brain? Remember when I told you that Veronica, Julie, Kathy, Terry, and my other clients, all the ones who lost weight and got fit and trim and healthy, remember when I told you that they all said it was like a switch being flipped in their brain? How'd they do it? Well, I'm going to give you the secret. The first step to getting your sugar divorce is retraining your brain so you don't even want the harmful foods anymore. That's right. You actually change your subconscious thinking so you don't want the foods that are harmful to you. That may sound odd, but I figured out how way back when I lost my unwanted weight. And since then, I have spent decades perfecting my approach, both through my private practice and in my work in over 75 hospitals throughout the United States. I've helped over 200,000 people to lose weight permanently to get that sugar divorce. So I know that this method can work for anyone, and I know it can work for you. Let me explain. Intellectually, consciously, you know exactly what foods you should and shouldn't be eating, right? But the issue is, why aren't you? The answer is because subconsciously you associate pleasure and comfort with the wrong foods, and you have habits like overeating, binge eating, snacking, night eating, emotional eating that have developed over many years. So how can you get a successful, final, easy, no-fuss sugar divorce? It's simple, by changing the way you think about food subconsciously. In step 1, I'm going to give you a proven strategy to introduce into your subconscious mind a new image of yourself, healthy, happy, fitting into your clothes comfortably with confidence and self-esteem and in control of your life. I'm going to give you 3 audio coaching sessions with me where I'll show you powerful techniques to change your thinking about food. I'm going to guide you step by step through a proven cognitive conditioning process to speak directly to your subconscious mind. The exact suggestions and images I give you are very important. They'll help you stay in the fat-burning zone and get out of the fat-storing, insulin-reactive mode that's put fat on your body. I'm going to show you how to fix and eat healthy food so it's delicious. I'll take the guessing out of preparing healthy food so it's easy. I'm going to give you the exact simple and easy eating plan that's worked for thousands to not only take the weight off, but keep it off. And the meal plans to keep sweetie out of your life for good.
You'll start eating foods you never even knew you liked. A recent study from Tufts University and Massachusetts General Hospital used brain scans in men and women to prove that our preference for food can change. That's right. It's incredible, but our taste buds can actually change so you prefer healthy food. And it starts in the brain. You'll become attracted to healthier foods. You'll be curious to try more produce. It's easy, effortless, and completely natural. So step 1 is retraining your brain easily. And now that you've cleansed your mind, it's time for step 2, which is nourish your body and get in the fat-burning zone with specific fat-burning recipes and meal plans. You'll get specialized weekly meal plans designed to fast-track your sugar divorce and weight loss results. I'm going to give you the exact simple and easy eating plan that's worked for thousands to not only take off any extra weight, but keep it off. And the meal plans to keep sweetie out of your life forever. I know that not everyone can have their own personal weight loss coach and nutritional expert to guide them and give them the advice and support they need. So I figured out a way to get this information and coaching out to everyone who needs it. It's all about getting into the right mindset subconsciously and eating the right foods in the right combination to get a sugar divorce, reverse aging, and start looking and feeling better immediately. My sugar divorce was the best thing I ever did, giving me 30 happy, wonderful years free from addiction. It isn't enough to just help the people who can come to me for private sessions. Even seeing groups at my hospital seminars just isn't enough. I wanted to get the message out to everyone. So I created a program that you can do in the privacy, comfort, and convenience of your own home. I want you to see the same great results that Gloria, Sue, Roy, and Veronica did, and I'm giving you the exact tools that they use, plus more. You will literally feel a weight lifted off you, a renewed sense of self-confidence like you've never felt before. Your friends and family will all notice, all in the privacy of your own home. My Sugar Divorce Master Package comes with a complete sugar divorce manual, including 5 easy sugar divorce bonus tips to get started today, 3 personal audio session downloads, which includes my sugar divorce coaching audio session, plus powerful self-hypnosis techniques, the Sugar Divorce Cognitive Conditioning Strategy session, the Sugar Divorce Positive Affirmations audio, 31-day fat burning meal plan and recipe guide, plus more. Get my comprehensive 6-session Way to Freedom permanent weight loss and sugar divorce system on CD and download. This program has worked for over 200,000 people in over 75 hospitals, and I know that it can work for you too. So click on the Start My Sugar Divorce Now button below and get started today. Put the struggling behind you. Click on the button below. Thank you.